All right, let's jump right into a question that's, well, pretty mind-bending. It comes from a source that might just change how you see everything. The question is this: are you real, or are you, right now, just a thought happening in the mind of the divine? The whole idea kicks off with this incredibly profound, intimate little dialogue. It's a question that cuts right to the very core of who we are. And hey, let's be honest, it's a question you might have even whispered to yourself in a quiet moment. And the answer? Wow. It's not a simple yes or no. It completely reframes reality. We're not just some object being looked at. We are the looking. We are the experiencing itself. And that one idea, right there, sets the stage for everything else we're going to talk about. So what in the world does it actually mean to be a way of experiencing? To get there, we first have to kind of redefine what we even mean by the self. Now, to really wrap your head around this, it helps to know about two big ways of looking at things. First, you've got dualism. That's the idea that divinity is a separate being, like an artist standing apart from their painting. But the perspective we're exploring today is all about non-dualism. In this view, divinity isn't just the artist. It's the artist and the paint and the canvas and the brush, the whole shebang. Everything is one interconnected thing. So if you go with that non-dualist idea, your self isn't some illusion you're supposed to get rid of. No, it's very real. But it's not a fixed, solid object. Think of it more like a spotlight, a unique, temporary, and exploratory pattern of divine attention, focused right here, right now. And here's where it gets truly cosmic. This isn't just about us humans. This idea applies to absolutely everything. It means that from the tiniest wiggling subatomic particle to the most massive galaxy you can imagine, it's all a unique expression of one single universal consciousness. Okay, so if we're a thought, what does that make the rest of the universe? Well, this framework just scales that same logic up. It suggests that all of creation, the entire history of everything, is one grand cosmic thought process. This completely recontextualizes, well, everything. The Big Bang wasn't just some random physical explosion. It was the beginning of a divine idea. The slow, magnificent formation of stars and galaxies over billions of years, that's the thought unfolding. The first spark of life and the long, winding, messy path of evolution. You got it. All of it is just one continuous, unfolding cosmic thought. But hold on. What about the weird gaps in our own evolutionary story? Some theories even suggest humans were engineered by a higher intelligence. How could that possibly fit into this picture? And this is where the framework is kind of beautiful. It fits in seamlessly, because that more highly evolved life form would also be just another manifestation, another character, another layer within that same all-encompassing divine thought. It's an idea so big it can absorb almost any possibility you throw at it. So, if we are a thought, and the universe is a thought process, then what's the point? What's the purpose? Let's explore why divinity might choose to experience the world through us. We have to come back to this key line from the very beginning, because it holds the whole secret. The goal isn't just to exist, it's to experience. And if you're an all-knowing consciousness, how can you have a genuinely fresh, new experience? Well, you can't, unless you do something radical. You have to forget what you know. And that's us. That's our function. We are born as blank slates by design. Our lack of memory, our not knowing, is the whole point. It is the very mechanism that allows the universe to experience the warmth of a sunrise or the sting of a first heartbreak as if it's for the very first time. Our forgetting is what makes a new, genuine experience possible. So we've explored this absolutely incredible framework for looking at reality. But this isn't meant to be the final word, some doctrine you have to accept. The final step, really, is to turn the search for meaning back to you. Ultimately, this is a powerful perspective, but it's not a dogma. It's a lens to look through. The source is very clear that the real work begins now. It's for you to go on your own search and to find the answers that feel true in your own life. And so we end right back where we started, with you. If your life is a way for the universe to experience itself fresh, to remember itself anew, what answer and what kind of experience will you choose to seek?